I had just agreed to my boyfriend's proposal, but only days later I hurriedly married the judge's son. On our wedding day, my boyfriend limped in and demanded to know why. It turned out he had killed his own father in a family dispute, and the one who testified against him was me, but he didn't know. My choice back then was also forced. 5 years earlier, we were the couple everyone envied, on the verge of marriage, but just days before the wedding, his family business went bankrupt. His father died suddenly, and my father was the one responsible for his father's death. His rivals used his life to threaten me, so I had no choice but to break his heart and marry into the enemy's family. But after only a few years of marriage, my husband began abusing me, even breaking my leg. When his family later went bankrupt, I was thrown out of the house. Thankfully, with my talent for cello, I earned a place in a world competition. What I never expected was that my imprisoned boyfriend had returned and had risen to become a powerful CEO. When I saw he was alive, I felt relief, but I didn't realize he had come back for revenge. When I returned to my agency, a cup was hurled at me. The next moment, the boss handed me a termination contract, saying I would no longer receive any performances. I begged desperately, saying I needed the job, only to learn the man I had angered was him, and this was his empire. His secretary strode in proudly, kicked me to the floor, beat me and claimed it was all under the CEO's direct orders, then had me thrown out of the company. As I held my injured hand and looked up helplessly, I saw him walking slowly toward me. After I bandaged my wound, I got a call from the teacher, telling me my son had been hurt at school. I rushed to the kindergarten, unaware he too had gotten a call that his adopted son had been bullied. He went to the school as well, but when he arrived, he was stunned to find the parent confronting his adopted son's bully. Was me only then did I learn what had happened. My son was ostracized at school because he had no father, and with my disability, he was often mocked, but he had never bullied anyone. Just then, the angry little boy stormed out of the classroom. I tried to chase after him, but fell from my wheelchair. He sneered at me, saying the boy and his father were the same, neither any good. But instead of getting angry, I agreed with his words. Seeing me agree, he felt a pang of sorrow and reached out to help me up. But at that moment, his assistant burst in and announced in front of everyone that he had just seen a smaller version of the CEO, because my son looked exactly like him as a child. What he didn't know was that my son was his own flesh and blood. And to pay for his medical treatment, I had sold the music piece I once composed for him. That sale put me on the trending list, branded me a plagiarist, and subjected me to vicious online abuse. At my lowest moment, his call came through.